right, haven't really gone live in a while, but I kind of just wanted to have an opportunity, jump in the group. A lot of changes probably in the past year. I just was very busy studying for exams, having changed an assignment. So to kind of catch everyone up, got promoted to battalion chief about a month ago. So that's been exciting. If you would have asked me 2 years ago, I would have told you I had no interest. And actually, I did say that. I said, hey, I have no interest. Don't want to work on it. I'm good. And had a chief talk me into it. Had some good experiences with it. And, well, here we are today. And I explained to everyone, hey, there's pros and cons to every position. But I am very happy doing this position. I actually got asked by my boss the other day. He goes, I think you're enjoying this too much. And I go, I think I am too. It's pretty fun. Just being out, seeing all the different crews, the different responsibilities. I like it. So, but I want to kind of jump in here at least monthly. I figure I can keep up with that and kind of go over maybe some of the lessons of the day that I learned in our weekly podcast. But I figure I'd jump in here. If anyone has questions, explanations on them, bring anything up, here's your opportunity, right? So, if you have questions, you can ask them, and at the end, I'll kind of touch on them. But I've learned that if I start answering them as we go, I'm going to get sidetracked and lose my train of thought, right? So, we'll talk about just 3 of them. And experience shapes our perspective. I've always liked this one because that's why we're all different. We've all had different experiences. We all grew up differently. You can take the same individuals with a similar background. They're just going to have different experiences, right? And that kind of always brings up conversations at work. You know, I tell people, I said, hey, figure out your path you want to take. Our contract states the amount of years you got to have in every position, education requirements, but it's up to you what you want to do with those positions. And it kind of reminds me of jiu-jitsu, where my professor will tell you, hey, there's a time frame, and you'll get your belts. He goes, but you're going to determine the talent of blue belt that you are, purple belt, brown belt, black belt. That's up to you. And I've always find that interesting. But experience shapes our perspective, and that's understanding why maybe some people don't buy into what you're doing. And I would actually learn that sometimes I'd have to give people that experience through training, right? Because maybe they haven't had it yet and didn't have that aha moment. But once they have it, they're going to have more buy-in for it. So just keep that in mind. That's why we're all a little bit different. And if you really are struggling to get some type of change, a lot of times it's giving that person the experience and kind of figuring out from there. Idle hands are the devil's workshop. I know myself, I need to stay busy. I feel unaccomplished and just a dud if I don't actually accomplish anything. So I like setting goals and achieving them. And they could be little, simple as, hey, make sure I work out today. Jump in that cold pool over there that's really cold. Little stuff like that. Or it could be, hey, get promoted or work on bachelor's degree or, get my real estate license. Anything like that, because I like setting goals and achieving them and staying busy, mostly outdoor activities. But if you look at some of the most miserable people, they're probably idle, right? That's why they say the idle hands are the devil's workshop. So keeping ourselves busy with productive things is a good thing, right? And then we are too often want black and white solutions in a gray world. I see this a lot, at least with work. We have policies, procedures, stuff like that, and we like to think if you do A, then B will happen, but that's not always the case, and there's always circumstances, right? And not everyone can understand that, and so that's the struggle that we have, right? Is everyone wants, hey, no, he did this, why didn't this happen? Well, it was because of X, Y, and Z. And I guess you just have to be flexible, right? A lot of times stuff pops up and we're kind of making the best decision of a bad situation, right? Because maybe nothing's the best, kind of like test answers. Hey, 2 are correct, but which one's the best one? Well, you're like, but they're both correct. I guess it's like that. It's not as clear, but it kind of helps you at least understand, because a lot of stuff about this is trying to keep people engaged and overcome frustrations, because there's a lot that happened. I've even seen it with myself, not as engaged. Before I got promoted, I probably wasn't out just training as much as in my earlier years as a captain, and I was like, man, I want to go out there and do this, but man, I just wasn't feeling it, so I had to figure out for myself what I had to do to re-engage and stay that passion and spread it on. So I view my role now as kind of like helping the next generation get a lot of that and sharing and I reach out to some guys that are in our recruit school, and I say, hey, if you need something, let me know. I'll show up, help you out, but you're the lead, you're running it, and I'll just be in the back doing what you need to get done. So that being said, just like I said, to keep these short and sweet, just want to share some of the lessons learned. If you guys got questions, I can answer them. I'll check real quick to see if we had anything. Haven't done a live in a while, so I'm not even sure if I'm checking correctly. But that's really all I got for you guys. So I hope you have a good one. Make sure you're listening to the podcast. They come out pretty much weekly. We do have the newsletter that's available to you guys. You can jump on that. If you have any questions, you can drop them in this video, and I'll try to answer it maybe the next go-around, or maybe other people in the group can answer it. But I'll definitely get to it, and I hope you guys are all keeping on. All right, I'll talk to you next time.